So this thing is 12 by 12. It's supposed to be 9 feet in the center. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on time lapse and we'll see what happens. So since it has a nylon floor, but it's a very heavy nylon floor, we're still going to put a tarp under it. The grass is pretty long, as you can see, and we're not sure what's under there. It could be rocks or something, but yeah. So it's a pretty big tent. It doesn't take a whole lot to put up. I think one person can probably handle it, wouldn't you say? One person could probably put this up, eh? There is another pole I will show you that goes in the front of the vestibule. This is just above these poles. And hold that open. Once we get everything else tightened up, we'll put this up. But it's not as big as I thought it was. I really thought it was going to be bigger. But it still is a pretty big tent. So that is our Cabela's 12 by 12 Outback cabinet. It didn't take us that long to put it up. How long? 20 minutes? Maybe 15-20 minutes to put it up. One person can probably do it. This was our first time putting it up, so it's not too bad. Quality of it seems to be okay. I'm going to take you for a little tour around it. So I'll give you a little close-up. So we do have the fiberglass pole that brings out the little vestibule. I'm not sure when they changed that. It might have been 2017. They didn't have a vestibule. It was just the slope on the front. It does have a lot of guy lines. We had no extra pegs. We just didn't, we didn't put out one of the guy lines, so we do have a kind of a peg left over, and we did use all the guy lines. It is definitely 9 feet in the center, so it kind of looks like a circus tent. And I'll show you inside in a second. I'll do a complete circle tour. Definitely a nice looking tent. You can stand up in it. With no air mattresses or cots, you could fit quite a few people in here and be comfortable. Probably have to tighten up those guy lines a little bit. But yeah, it's a big tent. They do go, I believe the price Canadian is $5.99 for this tent. Could be $6.99. I will have to check it out, and I will actually leave a link in the comments down below. So this is at the Outback Lodge. It is $5.99.98 on for $4.99.98. It's 12 by 12. Apparently it's 9 foot in the center. So we'll see what happens. I love this store. I'll let you look out the windows because today is eclipse day. Look at the moosies. So we have a queen size double high mattress. It's going to blow up. I'm going to bring you in so you can have a look. There's the pole in the center. We have these hooks here. I'm assuming it's to hang up that little plastic envelope to stick your tablet or something in it. So with him sitting on the floor, that kind of gives you an idea of the size of this thing. So that's a double high queen size mattress. It fits in there and there's room around it. You could definitely fit another one over there. And you could probably fit a double down here or on this side and only use half the door. So you could definitely fit a lot of people in here. And like I said, if you didn't use air mattresses at all, it says 8 people, and I bet you could very easily fit 8 people in here with no worries. Maybe even some low cots. You'd probably be able to fit a lot of cots in here. I would say at least 6 for sure. So it looks pretty, it does look pretty good. It does kind of look like a circus tent, but it is huge. Somebody feeding it, do you think?
I think so.
Good morning, peeps. It's not good morning. It's 10:30. We're still just laying here. It's kind of cold. It's cloudy out there. It was foggy last night. It got down to like 5 degrees. I think it's like 7 now. That's Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's not very warm. But yeah, so what I noticed, all these seams are all taped all around the windows, even between the screen, and you can kind of see it there. All around the floor, the seams are taped. You can see the tape over there running down the center. We had to open the windows because we did have a lot of condensation in here. So up there, those are vents. You can see where it's coming up like that. It's not supposed to be like that. We opened that vent before we put the tent up, but it collapsed in on itself. So once this center pole's up, whatever's going on up there is staying because you can't reach it. So if you want the vents open, you have to do it beforehand. But you can see this darker circle up there. That's a cap of some sort over the top. Of course, it didn't really explain that in the instructions because we have gone back to look at it. But this dark part, it is like a cap. It has a grommet in the top outside, almost that you can put a string through. And it's snapped in place at all 4 corners. You can kind of see the little tabs hanging there. So when we pull this thing down, we're going to have to look and see. Maybe the cap is only there to protect that while it's in the bag. Like maybe it was something that we should have taken off. But we will find out and I will show you. But yeah, you definitely got to open these vents because the walls were pretty, they're dry now that the windows are open. But they were pretty damp. Oh, it's still a little damp over here in the corner. You can still feel it. Yeah. And you can't put a tent away with condensation like that in there. It will get moldy. So, yeah. So, see you in a few minutes. I'm trying to figure out this vent thing. As you can see now, it's open. But when we pull the vestibule, we just took the pole off the vestibule. So when you pull that out, the tension, pull it out, Paul. Oh, now it's closed. Oh, so when you pull the tension on the vestibule, it closes that vent. I don't think that's supposed to happen. But we're going to see when we pull that pole down what that top cap is. You can see it up there. It has that grommet. It almost looks like a little hat. So he's going to drop the pole. We'll have a look and I'll let you know. So this is this top part. That was the cap. That was up there. It does have snaps on it. And it does have a grommet hole. Now at the very top it does have a loop. So I'm assuming that's so that you can hang it in trees or whatever. But with this cap off, those vents are open. But again, as soon as you pull on that vestibule rope, this one closes. So we're gonna have to, the next time we set this up, we're gonna have to take a lot of care just to really have a look at it and see what's going on. But this back one is definitely open, and you definitely need one because we had a lot of condensation in there. To what this cap is and what it's used for, we're not 100% sure, but that grommet got to be there for a reason. So anyway, if anybody has any idea or any suggestions to what this would be for, just drop them down in the comments for us. There's lots of room in this bag. If you roll it up correctly, like he did, it took us 2 goes though. You definitely have to open it with an opening to let the air escape. It is rubberized inside. So the tent and our ground sheets are.
Eggs in here?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Look at that. Turn around so we can say the name. So there's our Cabela's Outback Lodge. All packed up again. Peace out.